Peace, everyone, and welcome to Karmic Dynasty. I am Joy Allen, and today I have with me Mtown Vet, and I appreciate him being here on the
Peace.
platform once more. Peace to you. Share with everyone who you are, your greetings, and however else you'd like to introduce yourself and/or open the show today. Gratitude.
Peace. I'm M-Town. Peace and love to everybody. Peace to all star seeds and star nations. Peace to all star systems. It's a great honor to be here.
Gratitude. I appreciate you. Also, I am glad I'm excited you're here again. Second time. What they
In
call
honor.
repeat. I don't want to say offender. Repeat. You know what I'm saying. I'm so glad. It's an honor that you came back. That's such a compliment. You might not even know.
I'm
Words
honored to
cannot
be here.
explain. All right,
Gratitude. Do I. Gratitude.
do I. Ooh. Let's see. All right, and I am Joy Allen. I am your host today, along with Mtown Vet. And this is my information below. You can connect with me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, email, and under certain other type special conditions of knowledge and gaining wisdom and searching for things we need assistance and support on our path, you'd have my phone number. All right, I appreciate y'all. Now, Mtown Vet, I have a feeling we're going to be working together from time to time for a length of time. He has ideas and these topics and these concerns in the community, and he's been sharing. We've touched base from time to time. And so, as I always do, I let people know, my audience, how I come to the topic of the day. So today's topic came directly, exclusively, only from Mtown Vet. I am here to support his message. So at this time, I'm gonna have Mtown Vet tell you why we're here today, and let's get it started.
Peace, family. Uh, I want to kind of share and voice more concern towards the children's realm. You know, we spoke on this once before about certain bills that's being passed, regarding the children's realm. There's some, and hey man, it may be many more that's not aware of. So we try to bring it, bring it into the light, bring us into enlightenment about about the HR bills that was passed, HR Bill HR 1319, Bill HR 2598, Bill 7209, 6201, 6202, 6203, and 133. All these regarding the children's realm and things that they allowed to do, in regards to the children, especially if they still tied to the public education system, and so, hey man, now it's then come to the light. I don't know if some are aware of this. If you're not living in Chicago, you may not be aware. Some may or may not be. But the CPS is already arranged, the Child Protective Service is already arranged for it's November the 12th for all the children to be out in the state, of Chicago, the state of Illinois already. So I know that this is going on in Chicago. They didn't let the state workers out, the people that's, linked to the state like that. They didn't let all of them out. And as well as all of the children, November the 12th, and they have this date scheduled for them to be vaccinated. And hey, far as I know, hey, nobody's really publicly speaking out about this. Or I don't know if people are knowledgeable that how much right they do have to enforce certain things without the parent consent or guardian consent, especially if they directly still linked to the public education system. So just wanted to come on and, hey man, bring some of this to the light and share some of this with the people.
Okay, so here we have an article from ABC 7 Eyewitness News. and hear in the news that, Chicago people watch, because people like Joy Allen, I don't watch the news regardless of where I'm at. I travel, I don't watch the news. But we know there's some to stay tuned to that TV. And this article is titled Chicago Public Schools Will Close November 12th to Give Kids COVID Vaccines. Let's listen to what she got to say.
November 12th for vaccination awareness Day. The goal to make sure all eligible students have the opportunity to get the vaccine as soon as possible after it was officially authorized for younger children. Now, in a letter to parents, CEO Pedro Martinez calling this an important investment in the future of the school year and in the health and well-being of students, staff, and their families.
Okay. So also with that, there is
impressive handful.
Excuse me, y'all. Also with that, there's more in the article, and I'm just bringing this up as we talking. Now, from my experience, when they have a video, the article basically says the same thing. So here they signed off. The CDC and FDA have signed off on vaccinations for, y'all can't see this. Hold on. 5 to 11-year-olds. Almost every CPS student is eligible. What? Hold on.
Yes. And
To
they
receive their shot.
got two
Wow.
more other ones. One is Pfizer, and another one I can't pronounce the name of it. But it's another company too. Yeah, it's a lot going on, and they really trying to push this.
Yeah, I'm gonna run this back. I'm gonna run my thought back because I read that like, what's happened here? Okay, so I was reading but not reading. Chicago public schools will be closed for classes on Friday, November 12th, so their students can get vaccinated against COVID-19. Okay, so this is my thing. I didn't read that. In Indianapolis, where I'm from, CPS means Child Protective Service. So I'm like, wow, they gonna put all the kids in CPS, Child Protective Student. What I'm saying, Child Protective Services, they eligible for a shot like automatically like that. That's crazy. But anyway, no, it's the Chicago Public Schools. All of the students are eligible to receive their shots. I wonder what determines eligibility. That's crazy. I mean, just because they in school, that makes them eligible.
In yes, and being in the age range is what they're saying. They make them eligible. If you in this age range and you are tied to this education system, then that makes them eligible. Because at this point, right? I mean, things have already been passed. These bills that I was just speaking of, these things already been passed. So the parent or guardian has no consent at this point. And if the school said it's locked down, then that means it's locked down. We know how all this gonna go. So it's time for us to bring more awareness to this situation. To what's really going on? Why they got people distracted with Travis Scott thing, and this terrible. That was a terrible thing, and it was a 10-year-old involved in that. 10-year-old involved at that concert, at the Travis Scott thing. But it's even more things going on that's more intense. We can't be too distracted by these things that we're not keeping an eye. Hey, we got a blind eye to what's going on with these children. I mean, it's so much going.
Yeah, in that article, they listed the four schools that were mentioned, that were talked about in the article. So my first thought is this: people need to homeschool. Then it wouldn't be this problem. It wouldn't even be a problem. So for me, as I mentioned before in my COVID and education broadcast, if anybody from Chicago call me, want to talk and complain about their kids in the school system, I'm going to share this information with them. I don't want to hear anything after that. I'm going to share homeschool options with them. I don't want to hear anything after that conversation other than, oh, I got my child in homeschool. I need some guidance, though. You got some suggestions for me, Joy Allen? I got all that for you. What I don't have for you is no more conversation on time. If you from Chicago and I'm giving you this information, this is the no excuse zone. Joy Allen don't want to hear it. Joy Allen's not going to hear it.
Exactly.
And as we were talking, preparing for this, I was like, there was a day I didn't know about homeschool. So it's my effort to bring awareness to our community. That's why I'm working on this homeschool guide. That's why I had the homeschool event in Ohio. And that's why I'm continuing my travels and bringing the knowledge. I'm getting out. Y'all not always going to see me behind this laptop. If the only place you see me is this laptop, because I don't know you in this city. And if you tell me I'm coming, or because when I got there, you chose not to even show up. If you only see me on this in the device, that's because you not out there. I'm out here. I'm out there. And with the whole homeschool thing, I'm going to continue what I do. It's unacceptable. And as I said, it's because what I do mostly is because I need awareness, and because there was a time when I didn't know. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm here to support everybody. You want to be supported? I'm here. I'm here. Actually, I'll be in Chicago in February, and I'll be leaving in March. So if you're here in the audience, you're going to get your children out their school system. You're going to start homeschool, and you want Joy Allen's assistance, you can contact me. And I know we'll get some, some parameters put in place and some things. But yeah, I'll be there February to March. You want to talk to me and get some one-on-one help and guidance with homeschool, let me know. But I told Mtown Vet the days I didn't know, it did not stop me from when there was too much going on in my son's classroom with his teacher. I went to the school, cussed out the teacher in front of the class. My son already know the drill, just in life, period. Mama start fussing. It's time to go. He didn't just grab his coat. He started packing his personal items because he knew he was not going back. And it wasn't until after I got him home that I start looking for alternates and options. And when me and Mtown Vet and I was in the first broadcast where he appeared on, we talked, one of the concerns was truancy for parents and being locked up. It wasn't no truancy issues, but I'm from Indiana. Each state has their own laws and their own ways. You got to know what state you in, what their guidelines are if you're going to be concerned about state guidelines. But truancy wasn't even ever on my mind. What was on my mind was my son's well-being. Period. And it wasn't even about a vaccination. It was just about his teacher wanting to harass him.
That's it. Because the school system, itself, it's not safe. Period. This year alone, it's November. School been back in only a few months now, and we have 134 incidents of violence, resulting in 26 deaths. And hey man, hundreds of people injured already, and school hasn't been in that long. Just within the last 2 weeks, we had 2 students in Ohio kill a teacher. This the type of stuff that's going on in the schools. October 26th, mom arrested for sending the kindergarten to school with a loaded gun. This the type of things going on in the school system, y'all. October the 24th, a 14-year-old female, South Carolina in Columbia, get arrested. Hey man, trying to bring guns, whatever, protect herself. This is the type of an extent of the violence that's going on with the children now. This is what's going on. This the extent of the violence that's going on, not to mention the incidents of things, the inappropriate relationships between students and teachers and faculty and staff. Inappropriate relationships going on. And it's just countless of those, way too many to try to name. Countless of that going on. Inappropriate relationship going on at the school. All these random acts of gun violence. And man, these things resulting in death, y'all. Resulting in death. Over dozens already, and the school hasn't even been open this year for this term of this semester, it hadn't even been open that long. So this the type of thing that we dealing with. Just had a teacher in Florida that was previously named Teacher of the Year arrested for abuse on one of the students. I mean, it's way too much, the things that's going on in the school system. And then, like I said, with the things that these bills they already that have in place, and the things that they allowed to do without the parent consent, we got to start paying more attention to this, y'all. You know, because all this involve our star seeds. They trying to push, their agendas through on these children now, and like I said, they doing it to where, like, hey man, a lot of us we got a blind eye to it because we doing so many other things or distracted by this or that. We got to pay more attention to this. This is what's going on with our star seeds. So hey, it's guardians, it's parents, it's hey, get more involved, get more in tune, and not just the school system, whatever they're giving their energy to, get more involved in this. See what, hey man, what's going on? And as far as the school system, hey man, it's not a good idea to have your child still in the public education system. Hey man, that's why I'm glad. Hey man, it's divine timing, the things that you're doing, sis. Hey man, putting things together, encouraging the the homeschooling way, because the public education system is not it. It's not safe for a child. The indigenous children, they saying that, hey man, they can't be taught certain histories anymore. It's not even legal for them to learn their history in school. So what are you teaching this child? What are they learning then? If they can't learn their heritage, the little bits and pieces that they were given, if they can't learn it now, then what are they getting? What are they getting? Exposure to all these random acts of violence, inappropriate relationship between faculty and students. And I mean, it's way too much going on where the child can't be focused on learning. Environment, you got one teacher trying to teach 30 students or more. It's way too much going on. So hey man, we need to pay more attention to what's in the child's best interest, what they giving their energy to. Hey man, where they can have more, hey man, more focus, being able to learn in a totally different environment where they don't have all these distractions with other people. It's way too much. Peace, sis.
Yeah, I am right now. Speaking of inappropriate, oh man, Kentucky. I just shared a map of the recent violence, and with related to schools, and you were speaking on inappropriate relationships, which brought me to this. Hold on, minus the Charmin commercial. Marcia Harris Owen sent me this information a few days ago. And first of all, so
this crazy.
It's crazy. The principal was at the pep rally. I think getting a lap dance. I think the principal was one of the people getting a lap dance. And this place is called Hazard High School.
No, it's a hazard.
Right. That's the
right,
place that got me. I was like, look at this.
We are told it was part of homecoming week celebrations. Tuesday was costume day, and there was a man pageant in the gym. These are some of the criticism. They appear to show scantily clad students giving lap dances to faculty and staff.
And those are the boys in the bikinis and leggings and tights. These are girls. Other than that, if she ain't got on a Hooters outfit, it's a boy.
And others, students and staff appear to spank or paddle each other.
it was just really shocking whenever I first saw it, and I almost couldn't wrap my head around it.
Hazard mom Jenna Smith has a family
Exactly.
member at the high school and kids in the district. She says the event should have been shut down the moment an adult realized students were undressing.
I think that they should have
Exactly.
at that point said, hey, I know this is a joke, but let's stop. This isn't appropriate.
Mom Holly Lane disagrees.
It has been taken completely out of context. There are only photos being shown on the internet, no videos. So the photos don't show the teachers pushing the children off of them.
Lane's sons and his friends participated in the homecoming event. She says pushing the limits and
The
embarrassing
whole idea,
was
the
part of the fun.
whole
If everybody is perfect, then I would say, yeah.
Okay, right here, while she talking about, oh, the video don't show. What they don't show is the video where the students are the faculty is pushing the students away from them. Okay, Tramp, what this guy doing? Pushing the student away from him with a paddle? Ma'am, what's your malfunction? People like her
right.
is the why.
The whole idea of this period, the whole idea of you having a male dress up like a girl and vice versa, and the whole thing. I mean, why?
Yeah.
Totally inappropriate. Totally
That's
inappropriate.
rally.
It's school, right? This is what, you know, the type of behavior going on in schools. And like the things I was just mentioning to, like this, hey, all this within the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I'm playing it
I
without
mean,
the
this is what's going on in the school system. If people don't see now that, hey man, it's time to, hey, look out for your child's well-being, you know, hey man, you got to do what you got to do, unless you are cool with this sick type stuff that's going on, and as well as the violence, as well as the inappropriate relations. I mean, all this type of thing that's going on, it can't be to educate the child. And then, hey man, if your child is indigenous, then they can't learn their history anymore. They can't learn the bits and pieces of their own history, know anything about themselves. So why would we drag our children through a system like this? I mean, if people can't see, hey, it's totally time. If they don't know the steps to take, hey, it don't matter. If you scared, it don't matter. You know it's time to get your child out of there. Period.
Yeah, and being
it don't
scared
matter. Ain't no
how
excuse.
far.
Like the sister said, hey man, this the no excuse zone.
It's the no excuse
We
zone.
not gonna give you none of that. Ain't no excuse over here. Ain't no excuse. Hey man, and y'all, you know, see that. And if y'all didn't see, hey, we just bringing it to the awareness, man. Bringing it to the community. Hey man, this is the type of thing going on in the school system, and it's time to, hey man, educate your child in another manner. If y'all been leaning like into this to educate the child, this is no longer sufficient. You know, it's robbing the child of his total heritage and culture, and the things that they promoting in this system is totally degenerating the mind of the child. You know, hey man, it's taking the child away from themselves. No type of way you can distraction it. You can actually focus with all these distractions in an environment like this. This totally not set up for the child. If they can't learn their heritage, if they can't learn their history, this is totally not for you. If this ain't the red flags, you see what I'm saying? Amongst all this other turmoil going on, if these ain't the red flags and we don't see that it's time, hey man, hey, it's time to do something different. It's time to make a change. You know, for those who hadn't already made the changes, it's time to do something anew. It's time to make a change. It's time to do something different. you know, where things can be more about the child's interest. You know, hey man, it can cater more to actually what's in the heart of that child specifically. You know, what they desire to be, what they desire to do. You know, but yeah, I just wanted to bring some of that to the light, sis. It's
And
too
we
much going
appreciate
on. There's way too much going on.
it. Is you had also mentioned to me, okay, because they're like most of what you was saying, I was like, no, I didn't know that. No, I haven't heard that. I stay in my realm, and my realm definitely don't include Travis Scott. Can you talk to us about that? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? No, I can't hear.
You can't hear me now?
I can't hear nothing.
Okay. Um, go out and come back in.
All right.
All right. So I'm gonna get this set up while he goes out, comes back in. He had mentioned to me a concert and rituals and people dying at this concert. I was like, what's it's called the Astro World Tragedy look like? I don't know. I'm gonna share this screen. And I'm gonna read some of this while he comes back in. Now I know when he was talking, and he was talking about they were looking at the numbers. A lot of people were doing breakdowns and decoding, so to speak, the Travis Scott incident. And I asked him if he had listened to Zach that does the gematria, and he was like, "Yeah." Can you hear me now? Unmute your mic. There you go.
All right.
All right. Yep. So I pulled up some articles on this Travis Scott incident that you were telling me about.
Right.
And what were your views on that again?
Like with the Travis Scott incident, okay, like there was a ritual that was done in the astral world where they used and turned up the energy in the place through using certain frequencies, and what it was, those frequencies actually kill people, and the people that were killed were people that's been vaccinated, and so that it responds, you know, to the electromagnetic body. You know, you no longer just humanoid. You see what I'm saying? So that's what happened. It was rituals being done where they had frequencies going on that had people acting at irate behaviors, but the people that was pronounced dead was people that had been vaccinated, and their body couldn't tolerate them frequencies and they died. And it was a lot of other people injured due to the frequencies that was mentally turning up people and causing them to have being out of their psychological state. And that caused a lot of irate behavior, the pushing, the shoving, you know, the things going on, the stampeding. You know, they had one guy that even took pictures of his shoes, and you know, he had blood all over the shoes everywhere, and he was talking about how awesome of a time it was, and you know, this type of thing. So this is the type of things that's going on. You had some people that's really glorifying, you know, this type of thing because, like I said, hey man, everybody not just certain type of fans or this or that. These people are caught up in things. And if, hey man, you don't understand this or know things about this, then like I said, hey man, we got to pay more attention to what's going on. It was a 10-year-old that was injured in the incident too. I mean, hundreds of people injured, 8 people dead. I mean, it's too much. Like I said, we still can't be too blindsided that, hey man, we're not paying attention to these are type of things that they use to, hey man, emotionally harbor people, you know what I'm saying, to harvest energies, you know what I'm saying, to have us distraught. You know what I'm saying? As they know we'll be, we in the heart chakra. They know that we're gonna be distraught. We're gonna be, you know, messed up about things, but we still can't be too swayed not to, hey man, turn a blind eye to these type of things going on. And hey man, definitely, hey man, watch if your child idolizing these superstar moguls and hey man, these you know, certain type of entertainers and people that's, you know, in a certain, you know, hey man, stardom, because these people participate in all type of things that keep them at their level of stardom. So we got to go, hey man, we got to know more about what's going on and pay attention to these things, fam.
I seen somebody, Shay Pink 40 said, huh? Yeah, I was like, huh, too. You talking about the frequencies and COVID, and could you share that with us one more time? Also, Shay Pink 40, you had a specific question. Type it, share it in the comment section for me. Yeah, Mtown Vet, could you say that for us like one more time in whichever manner you want to say it? I just need to hear some more of that. That sounded like a lot was going on.
It was those, okay, the people did a ritual that had to do with the astral world, with the astral plane. That's why it was called astral world. And they turned frequencies up and energies during the concert that had people acting irate, you know, some people psychologically distraught and, you know, acting in not yourself, not yourself, not yourself, using frequencies, hey man, to cause things to happen in your brain with your brain waves and your brain frequency. And the people that couldn't handle these type of frequencies because they had been took to jail. That's the people that had took to jail. Those were the people that actually perished due to this. Yeah, y'all check it out. It was just like a few days ago. And hey man, like I said, these type of things, they have us distraught, they have us broke down. You know, hey man, you know, down our emotions have us. But like I said, we can't be too distraught still that we're not paying attention to what's going on. You know, to like I said, especially with the children's realm, y'all in Chicago, November the 12th, they already they got these children out of school. You see what I'm saying? And I don't have children that's still in the school system. So I don't know, as far as other states. So I said the people that are parents, hey man, that have children in this, or you a guardian of a child, hey, you need to check into what's going on, because these things that, hey man, they already allowing. You see what I'm saying? They already got certain bills in motion, and they already had the consent to do things without the parents' knowledge while they in the school custody. Y'all know that they already been had the police involved in the school system, which ain't basically nothing but the prison pipeline. We should have been paying attention to all that then. Now they got the military involved. So if they saying, hey man, these schools locked down and they barricade and lock down these schools, and they have showed us examples with this, happened a few months back where they can transport these children from one place to another without the parent consenting. They had the whole situation sealed and locked off. Then hey man, we got to know that the child is not safe. It's too much random acts of gun violence. We done had over 130 incidents where it's been gunfire on school premises that left 26 people dead, you know what I'm saying, hundreds injured. Man, it's way too much going on in the school system. So it's time that hey, we get the children out of there. And hey man, if you don't know what to do, if you're paranoid about getting a child out, or hey man, then the sister, hey, she can explain more to y'all about what's going on. Hey man, we got to look out for these children. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and as Mtown Vet has just shared again what I shared earlier, he shared in brief. You need homeschool assistance, you can contact me, or guidance or references or whatever it may be. Charbet is also speaking and supporting on the homeschool. There are also homeschoolers in the comment section in the audience today. There are viewers here who are homeschoolers, so they know what I'm saying is real. And if you need information, my information is in the ticker below on the bottom of the screen.
Right. Y'all share the information. Share the information, y'all. Share the information, especially about the homeschooling, because I think it's just, hey man, the lack of knowledge on a few people part and the fear thinking that they gonna get in some type of trouble. You know, hey man, get your letter of detachment, you know, and whatever it takes for you to separate the child from the system, you know, hey, to do your paperwork, you know, and from there, hey man, just start to build. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about if you don't know exactly what to do. You know, hey man, it's gonna come to you. You know, and in the meantime, his brothers and sisters working on curriculums. You know, hey man, and guides. You know, for the school children and you know what and you know the education that'll be more effective for them, because you know you're gonna have some of the parents that, you know, hey man, they still don't want, you know, certain type of attachments, and they want to make sure that the culture, they want to make sure that, you know, the culture is included, you know, like more things about your child heritage, you know, more about, hey man, their roots and their upbringing. They want to make sure that these things remain, you know, hey man, in the child and being installed in the child, you know, versus, hey man, you know, the child, the things we've been going through, us being stripped and everything from Christopher Columbus to, you know, everything else but your own, you know, your own, hey man, your own heritage, your own culture. So, hey, it's time out for that. You know, hey man, we no longer interested in being learning the colonistic behavior, colonistic culture, you know, and things of this nature. So it's gonna be new systems. Yeah, it's gonna be new programs and new installations that's gonna make sure that they include that. You know, that make sure, hey man, we include it. That's what's wrong with. That's why the whole system and everything has to fall and has to fail, because it wasn't a place for us. So we making sure, hey man, it's always gonna be a place for us from now on.
That's it. That's it right there. Now, right quick and brief, speaking on homeschool, and then we may probably move on to another topic, and homeschool probably come back up again.
Right.
Some myths. I want to share some myths. I want to bust them up right now. Joy Allen, my handle is busting up all lies. So let's bust up a lie. First lie I want to share right now. So speaking as if I'm a parent, unknowing. I cannot homeschool because I work all the time. That's a lie. When you homeschool, you create your own schedule. And with there's at least 5 different types of homeschooling. There's where you can lead the child and teach them, or the child can be self-taught, self-led. So that's a lie. That's unacceptable as a reason. I cannot homeschool because I'm not good at math or science. That's a lie. I think when people say that, they're basing it on coming up in the public school system and they were getting graded and they probably got an F. Felt like they failed. No, the school system failed.
Right.
To take you over and control you. That F was not on for you. It was the school's report card. Math
Exactly.
and science or whatever else you feel like you cannot teach, you failed, or you just feel like you're not comfortable. When homeschooling, you create your own curriculum. You do not have to follow the guidelines of what was out there and what you know. You have to unknow and unlearn that way of schooling and make it your own. You can also have someone else teach your child. It don't have to be you. I know Mother Matriarch Salima Ellis does that. She homeschools other people's children. I'm not going to tell y'all nothing I don't know. And then you contact her, she going to tell you way more than what I'm telling you right now. Because she does it. That's what she does. Also, my child will not, I cannot homeschool because my child will not develop social skills. That's a lie. The children who homeschool still have opportunity and options if that's what you want to participate in the graduation ceremony, to participate in the proms and the dances and the events. And they speaking of events and participation, Cherie Reed L, hashtag Unoccupied Turtle Island, has a king, a son, who swims, goes to swim meets, and actually recently qualified to go to a meet, a national meet. She'll have to tell y'all, right, because my mind right now. But he qualified for a meet in Indianapolis, Indiana, a swim meet there. Homeschool. And he's winning gold medals and going to being invited to other states to swim and compete. And I'm a sponsor of his. I'm a sponsor of his. He is greatness. He is greatness in the highest form. And I will be in Indianapolis on that day to support him, as well as being his sponsor. Homeschool and the excuses I just mentioned, as well as all the rest of them, are lies. They're all myths. They're all lies. If you could come up with a reason why you can't do it, I promise you it's a lie.
Right. You got 10 reasons why they can't do it and how they can do it. Yeah, so we got positive solutions, man, you know, for the people who know their child need to break away from the education system and public indoctrination, you know, so-called education, and all this public indoctrination, you know, towards your child. Then whatever state that the child enrolled in, hey, you know, hey, whatever state, get you a letter of detachment that releases the child from the state. And that's it, y'all. That's it. It ain't no big deal. No reason to get, you know, paranoid. You know, just, hey, detach, get your letter of detachment, and hey, get it to the state that the child enrolled in, and you're not gonna be in trouble, you know, and just take charge from there. Take charge from there.
And I know, and the school sent her a laptop, and teachers and students will too. Yes, and what I also know is when we say things like letter of detachment or withdrawal letter, and we talk about forms, people go, "Oh, I don't know what form. I don't know." If you need a form, this is no excuse zone. Contact me. I have templates. I will get you the form. I appreciate you for real. Gratitude. Contact me or somebody you know homeschool. This Cherie Reed El Messiah co-homeschools. More Wisdom said they homeschool. Latrell DeWitt homeschool. We homeschool. And Mother Matriarch Salima Ellis homeschools, as well as teaching other people's children.
So don't be overruled by the fear. Hey man, don't let that have you stagnant to make a move. Hey, my sisters, hey, saying, hey, we trying to assist, we trying to reach out. Hey, it might be others in the threads that are already homeschool, you know, saying we reaching out, man. You know, teach one. You know, save the child from this public education system. You know what I'm saying? That's downgrading the child, you know what I'm saying, limited in their abilities with how these curriculums set up, you know, limited in their abilities, what's going on, exposing them to all these, you know, random acts, sporadic gun violence. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, these acts of gun violence and claim people's lives, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Already this year. You know, we looking at over 20-something deaths. You know, 26 deaths. And school only been in. You know, 26 deaths, y'all. And school only been in a couple of months. You know, it's too much exposure. You know, like I said, it's inappropriate relationships going on. There's countless numbers of that going on. It's too much exposure to the child to things that's of a distraction and not in their best interest. You know, it's not for the peace and wellness of the child. So we got to, you know, keep extending. Hey, man, let people know They to get out of there. And if you don't know the way, hey man, sister opening the gates for y'all. You let y'all know the way.
Yes, and Twin Healers, they homeschool as well. Quantea and Quantiera, they homeschool as well. And so the group of matriarchs I know that homeschool from all age groups. There is no school age. Your children they learn before they got in your womb. They learning in the womb, they learning when they come out your womb. Do not school age your child. Don't do that. Don't school age your child. Don't wait till they 5 or 6 to sit them down and concentrate on them. Because before that, they learning just things in passing. Do not wait till your child turn 5 or 6 school age to concentrate on them.
All this directing the child from, what's probably actually in the desires of they hard to do, limiting their energy and their potential. Just, hey man, just keeping them kind of holding them back, basically. It's basically holding them back, being in this type of environment where they can't really focus on learning. With all this going on, they can't really focus on it. Look at the big difference, like you said, with the child that's doing the homeschool. This man winning gold medals. Big difference. Big difference, y'all. See what I'm saying? Hey, man, that's it. Hey, man, these children are the golden race. Hey, man, we talk about genius children born like this. If we let them focus on themselves, if we let them let some of their greatness out of themselves, if they can actually express some of these energies that's inside of them and not be distracted, and being held back by this type of indoctrination that's limited in the child potential.
Yeah, this king right here. This on my Facebook page. I share. I don't be just bragging or supporting my children and my grandchildren. I support all of us and ours. This appeared on my Facebook page. People thought this was my son. I was like, he's my son, but he is this Shariri El Messiah Code's child. This is her king right here. I support him. So yeah, I just want y'all to show. I just wanted to show the audience who we talking about. The champion, the gold medal winner, the gold medalist. Is him right here. Homeschool.
All right.
Homeschool.
Big difference, y'all.
And I know him. I know some of what his mother teaches him and how she guides him. And probably, actually, he know out of the people I know in life outside of this device, when I turn off this camera, he knows more than 80% of them. Homeschool.
Exactly. Because she don't, hey, he not limited. He not limited like that.
They call them no limit soldiers. Not him. I don't put that on here. No limit. So I can roll with that now. You know what I mean? I might have to start working on saying that. I could process Master P now. Look at that. I appreciate you, Mtown Vet.
Gratitude. Hey, it's always an honor to be here. It's always an honor. We always have a good build.
Yeah, I got one more for you because I know you talked about this, and you probably, if I hit this go in broadcast button, you're gonna be like, dang. All right, I got this for you right here. Talk to us.
Okay. Oh, the big bird. All these people are sad, y'all. This the type of extent that they're going to try to push this agenda, y'all. To push this thing with the C-19. Like I said, hey, now it came down to we got to look more out for what's going on. So now they're trying to convince the children, or prompt the children to want to go get to jail. Through now, hey man, look for them. Yeah, I guess they're gonna be using the cartoon characters and things like this nature, Sesame Street. To hey man, maybe mom, I want to go get, mom, I want to go. Big Bird did it. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, such and such, or maybe one of their other favorite characters. That they feel like they can captivate these children energy with and play on their emotions. So now we got Big Bird, yeah, man, trying to push the agenda through Big Bird to urge the children. It's sad, y'all, the extent they going to. With this. Because hey man, we breaking it down. We breaking it down from every. So these the things they trying to stand on now. That's the only thing they have is certain people that may be icons or moguls in the entertainment industry, and they using these people platforms, and they using these people outlets. Between that and the people that you still have in a state of consciousness or in the unknowing, that's all they got left, y'all. Everything else is broke down. So hey man, they are trying to attack the children. So hey, we had to bring this to the enlightenment of the. Look for all this. You see what I'm saying, man? Look, yeah. Mom, take me to go get the Big Bird. It's sad, y'all. It's sad. How they trying to use the industry, not the children. Encourage this to be trendy among children now, or whatever. Because y'all know that they got these the things that they've been trying to push, Pfizer, talking about children 5 through 11 and how effective the thing has been on them. So we got to look out for this, y'all. We got to look out for the children's realm. Like I said, the things that they already got, trying to put in motion in Chicago. So if you still have children linked to that, it's really time to step away. It's really time to step away. I ain't gonna even say check it to your state and see is it already. Just get the child out of there. It's simple. Get the child out of there.
I paused this video right here because as soon as I saw this, I thought of that movie. This sign called They Live, Obey, Don't Wait. See that don't wait sign?
Don't wait.
I had to run it back. Yeah, don't wait. That's one of them subliminal messages like in the movie They Live, where obey. It's crazy. Don't wait.
Don't wait.
That's the attack right there. Goodness.
And they sending the text through these type of outlets to the children. Now this is an attack, y'all. To play on their mind.
Oh wow, this is crazy. Straight shenanigans. Yeah, the movie They Live. This is crazy. It just don't. I'm glad I recently did a movie review on. If you missed it, go to my platform, go to my YouTube channel, Karmic Dynasty. Hold on, what y'all not about to do is play no Muhammad Ali. Go to my platform, Karmic Dynasty. I have a playlist folders, and you can look at it's called movie reviews. And in there, the movie review we did on They Live is in there. Actually have some a magnitude of information that hit me after we did that broadcast on They Live. So we will have a part 2. The information that was brought to me about the makeup of that movie and everything else, we have a part 2. I'm working on getting it together. It'll be part of it will be a PowerPoint presentation. So there's some work behind the scenes that's been being done on that, and then getting scheduling and everything together. I'll be bringing part 2 of They Live to the platform. Mtown Vet, was there anything else you wanted to share? I remembered the big bird. I remembered the big bird. I'm glad I did. That was big. That was big.
I
Buried in that
mean,
bird.
it's
That
it's
damn
it's
they live sign.
it's
Oh
way
they.
it's way too much. But hey, man, keep in mind, like the title said, hey man, don't be shady. Protect the babies. Hey, let's keep looking into what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like the things they trying to do, the narratives they trying to suggest through these cartoon characters. You know, through the movies for children. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep like y'all do decoding the movie. Hey man, we decoding everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything that was going on, we got to look into it now. It's under the scope. You know what I'm saying? So make sure, hey man, whatever your child's situation is, if they not directly with you, anytime they have to go into, any type of place that the situation under the scope and you know what's going on, man. Don't be shady. Protect the babies, man. Make sure you on the lookout.
All right. Well, I didn't have anything else. I didn't have anything to share myself. Again, I'm supporting your message and your thought patterns and your willingness and to advocate for the children. Would you like to share anything else before we leave? Is that all
It's
the
just
points we was
time,
talking
y'all.
about? Is that all the
It's
points?
just time, y'all. Divine timing. Hey man, we gotta start homeschooling the children because hey man, we just discussed and these things that we just recently discussed, these things that's been going on within the last 2 weeks, y'all. We ain't talking about nothing this last year, but from a long time ago. This is current events. This is what's going on in the education system. So man, we gotta get the children out of there. Hey man, they don't need to be exposed to this type of behavior, these type of random acts of gun violence, people dying, is claiming lives. Hey man, inappropriate relationship the child has. I mean, how can a child, you know, learn effectively in these type of environments? So it's time that we start doing things different, do things that's actually in the child's best interest. And it start with breaking away from the public education system. So hey man, let's do a better job of doing it, y'all. And we gotta encourage others if we know that they still have children that's linked to the public education system. Then hey, we know hey man, we gotta keep everything going strong and keep the word going out because this is the type of thing that they exposed to, y'all.
And would you like to speak your departure words right now? Your words of departure before we leave? We don't have to
That's it.
go. I got time.
It was hey that's it. Hey, it's been an honor to be here. Yeah, it's been an honor to be here. It's always a good thing and a good bill. So hey man, let's expound on it and keep reaching out to our children, man, for their safety, peace and wellness. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace and love. Mtown Vet. Peace and love. And I am Joy Allen of Karmic Dynasty. It is an honor, a pleasure. This is a gift to be able to come here and speak to you all and bring others to the platform like Mtown Vet. I appreciate his guidance and his insight on this topic. And with my platform, I've had the need for some time to transfer and put more energy into the children and branch off and have another platform one day where it's just all child friendly. Recently, I've had to start using banners, brands, advisories like this because I've gotten into some content and realized how much some of us place the children in front of the TV and just leave them there. And then some days around here, it's not it's the no children zone. And I appreciate the caregivers when they take note. I appreciate Mtown Vet for bringing the messages. I appreciate the opportunity and this time, the window of opportunity to be able to transform my platform and make it more child focused and child friendly. Our star seeds are very important. and their guidance is necessary. Their protection is necessary. Their growth is necessary. Their development is necessary. The love for them and that is put into them is necessary. The caregivers to be on point, to be on code is necessary. I appreciate you all. The love and the light. The time is now. I am Joy Allen, once more of Karmic Dynasty, and I will see you all very soon. Peace and love. Peace and love.